Our atmosphere, by definition, is chaotic. Weather is so dynamic. Everyone always says, weather is not an exact science, because it really isn't, and that's the difficulty that comes with being a meteorologist. Hi, I'm Tamsin Green, and I'm a meteorologist at Weather and Radar. The 4th and the 5th of July were tied as the hottest days on record for the planet since records began for the global average in 1979. So the whole process of recording measurements for the weather has advanced and evolved enormously over the years. In terms of actually recording temperatures, they're recorded by weather stations, weather balloons, buoys in the ocean, satellites, a load of different instruments that work on collecting not only temperature, but pressure, humidity, wind speed, precipitation. So there's a lot of standards in place that have to be implemented by the WMO, so the World Meteorological Organization. And some of those standardized things include temperature sensors needing to be 2 meters above the ground, on level ground, not near any trees, any buildings. They have to be in a white, ventilated, shielded box, so they're not affected by direct sunlight or anything like that, and they are painted white in order to reflect the sun as well. So you have those official stations to record that, and globally, the WMO has 11,000 of those automatic land weather stations. So weather records have to be officially verified by the WMO, and verifying data can take several months, if not years. Just to give you an example, so the all-time temperature record in Italy is 48.8 degrees. That was set in Sicily in August in 2021, but that was only just verified by the WMO on the 17th of July of this year, so 2023. So that's 2 years after the record provision broke. So it can take quite some time, and that's because there's a whole host of different experts that have to examine the raw data, and they have to assess all different things, including the type of instruments used, the environment, any calibration procedures and errors, nearby data for comparison as well, because one weather station records 45 degrees and one 5 kilometers away records 25 degrees. That seems quite obviously erroneous. And then once that is verified, which obviously can take some time, it's then archived officially and then shared with the public. Unfortunately, people like climate deniers, you can't really escape. The issue with climate change is that global warming is only one aspect of that. And I think a lot of people cling on to, okay, well, climate change is the warming world. So if it's not really hot right now outside my window, then climate change doesn't exist. And it's really important to step back and look at that wider view, because there are so many more stories to tell and records broken that aren't just in terms of temperature, because that's just one aspect of climate change. It also includes more extreme, more frequent weather events for different people all across the world. There's completely different impacts for everyone. But it's not just the air temperature that's reaching record highs, it's the water temperature as well. A few weeks ago, a weather station on a buoy off of the Florida Keys, a place called Manatee Bay, recorded potentially, it's still waiting to be verified, but potentially the highest ever sea surface temperature ever recorded globally, and that hit 38.4 degrees. It's a rapid increase in frequency and intensity of all sorts of different weather events. The other side of the globe right now, in Australia, where it's currently their winter time, they're seeing temperatures 16 degrees above average, and it's looking like it is their hottest winter on record.